Rogers State men trail it 44-37. Welcome back inside the Claremore Expo Center as the Hillcat halftime show continues. About 90 seconds away from the start of the second half. Tulsa basketball fans not too happy tonight at the Reynolds Center, losing at home to Memphis. Final count 93-86. So there's an update for Golden Hurricane basketball fans. Not a good loss at home at Conference USA. I mean, it's a good loss losing to a talented Memphis team, but TU wanted to keep it rolling. Rogers State men do not have it rolling. What is it going to take in the second half to get the swagger back, down by 7 to a team with only one victory, opposite of 15 losses in the league this season, Steve?
We have to do it by committee. You can't just have one guy come out and play hard. All 5 have to. And hopefully everybody understands it. I mean, you know everybody's going to have their time and think, well, I got to get this team going. Spicer, I think, has been playing hard. I think he's been doing what he's needed to. Lance Sullivan's been playing hard, but he's had some turnovers that are unlike him. And everybody's just got to get on the same page right now. It ain't about X's and O's right now. Not about what defense you're on that. It's how hard do you want to play and how much fun do you want to have. And if you do that, then they can take care of business.
And they're going to have to defend the three-point shot. Made 6 of them in the first half. St. Gregory's is not a team, 30% on the season, that shoots it well, particularly from three-point range.
Yeah, if a college basketball player is on scholarship, then he should be able to make wide-open threes. And they've only made one contested three-point shot. Everything else has been wide open, and Rogers State's going to have to do a better job of getting out to the shooters.
We've been told that John Martin, the second-year head coach of St. Gregory's, is not here. He's missed a couple of games in a row due to health reasons. So his top assistant is in charge in this one. Rogers State will start the second half with Matt Kellogg, Deborah Taylor, Alex Ewings, Theo Davis, and Sylvester Spicer, the first 5 that began the game. St. Greg's with possession, though, up by 7. Here's John Clark. He will horse it into the front court. He's out there with Faison Ritchie, Sam Stewart, Dominique Johnson, and Jade Carter, who bagged 4 first-half threes. Here's Johnson, a dribble drive, pops it up top to Clark, left point Carter, far corner 3. Ritchie's open, hits it, and again, they continue to have wide-open looks from downtown.
Well, that's good basketball, though. That's one guy turn down shot, 2 guys turn down shot, and get it to the third guy wide open and bury. That's just good, solid basketball.
Rogers State right to left on your radio if you've tuned in via that medium. 19:25 to play second half. 47-37, big lead for the Cavaliers right now. Over left wing, it's Ewings. He'll take it from Kellogg, dribble up between the circles, find Spicer. Lob pass left block. Davis was held, no call. I think his jersey was pulled out from behind, and the ball sails out by his head, out of bounds. 10-point advantage, St. Greg's. Here's Clark. Nobody stops the ball. He'll wrap it back up top to Carter. Ball fake. Far corner. Pitch to Ritchie. Three-point shot. Luckily, this time is short. And the strong side rebound controlled by Kellogg. He'll race to the front court. Kellogg to Spice. He'll pass it right wing to Deborah Taylor. 1 minute gone by. 10-point deficit for the Cats. To Kellogg left wing. The timeout, Rogers State. Hillcats call for time. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it courtside. 18:48 to play in the second half. Cavaliers up by 10.
You think about it. Go ahead and do this, and I'll talk.
Break of the action brought to you in part by First Bank Oklahoma. It's banking different. Also by Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. And Claremore Senior Living. Hillcats, no energy in the first half. Now down by 10 here in the second half. The first minute 12 of this second stanza.
Now you think about it. Why have they been able to move the ball and get open shots out of that corner, and we're down here and just standing here? And the reason they do that, they get that ball shifting quick. They take it to one side and start reverse, 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 and the Hillcats keep flying at you, and as you fly at a guy, that opens up the next guy. So either the Hillcats got to stay down defensively and move solid, or they're just going to keep picking our zone apart. Now we need to do the same thing on the other side. Get this ball going to one side, reverse, reverse, and then do something.
Top of the key, Spicer in the lane to Davis. Davis spinning left. Davis shot swatted from behind. Johnson slapped him on the back of the head and fouled him. And so Theo Davis, activity on the interior, will shoot 2 with 18:37 to play in the game. And that foul on Johnson, his first, team's first of the second half. Cats committed a lot of fouls in the first half as well. Put the Cavaliers in the double bonus by half's end. Cavaliers had only committed 3 or 4 in the first half. Here's their first of the second half as Theo Davis reins in the free throw.
But that last possession, look how easy that was for the Hillcats. Got the ball to the side of the floor, got just a little movement, all of a sudden that opens things up. Theo Davis ought to be able to just make a living on the inside, right there in the middle of the floor tonight.
Davis missed free throw on the second. Driving left, scoop shot, rims off, rebound Rogers State. Davis pushes up to Kellogg. Cats trail it by 9. Here is Kellogg. Right wing 3. Steps into it and airballs it. Saved from going out of bounds by Johnson. He should have just let it roll out. Now Davis misses a power jam inside. Follows shot after the rebound was tipped to Theo, and he's fouled.
Boy, he missed that dunk, but I like seeing him do that. I have not seen him go up there and he tries to flush it with 2 hands. Everybody probably thinks, well, why didn't he just lay it up and make it? That's the right thing to do for the big fella.
18-12 remains in the game. Foul whistled against John Clark, his first, team's second. Davis right back to the free throw line. He has 5 in this game, but he's 1 of 3 at the foul line, now 1 of 4. Davis on the season since suiting up for the Hillcats. This is his 10th game, 7th start. About 68% from the foul line. Second free throw squished in, 47-39. Cats draw within 8. Davis with 6 in the game. Rogers State will pick up 3/4 court. Kellogg marks Johnson now. Slides back, defending. Johnson penetrates the midcourt line. Throws it left wing. Carter, jab step, now dribbles and passes to Clark. 20 to shoot, 2 minutes gone, second half. Carter takes it from Clark, gives it right back to John Clark. Clark will dribble with Ewings defending. Clark crosses over to the free throw line. Back left wing Carter, long 3. It's short, rebound, pulled down by Theo Davis. Davis outlet Kellogg. Rogers State will run here. Ball fake, Davis top of the key, ball fakes, and he looks inside. Had a backdoor cutter in Deverick Taylor. Now Taylor takes a pass in the corner from Ewings. Up to Kellogg at the wing. 20 to shoot. Hillcats trail it by 8. 47-39, St. Gregory's here in the second half. Left wing 3, good spin, and Taylor hits it.
Whoa, that is way out there. Deverick Taylor has range. I didn't know he had that kind of range. And he hadn't got a 3-point shot in a while. And he just rose up from about 6 feet behind the line.
And that's the first made field goal this second half for the Hillcats. Rogers State draws within 5. 47-42, 17-18 left in the ballgame at the Claremore Expo Center. And we keep it courtside here for this 30-second timeout. Brought to you in part by the Overhead Door Company of Tulsa, the genuine, the original. By Jack Cassie Ford, fine Ford dealer in Claremore. By Grand Bank and the Hammett House restaurant just down the road from College Hill, the campus of Rogers State University. RSU within 5. It's St. Gregory's 47, Hillcats 42. That's the first field goal, Deverick Taylor 3 of this second half. 2 free throws to go along with it from Theo Davis.
So that's another way to bust a zone up right there. Just step way further out and shoot over the top. But that's not necessarily a high percentage shot. But with Deverick Taylor, we know he has the ability to get on fire and get going.
See the spin and rotation on that shot?
Good.
17-15 to play in the second half. And now Taylor hits the deck at midcourt. He tripped over an offensive player. Here's Ritchie, dribble drive, baseline right, throws it in the corner. It bounced off the front of the rim on the pass attempt and kicked up top to Johnson. Pitches it left wing to Carter. Carter continues to dribble. He'll pound it and throw it right wing on the skip. Ritchie finds Johnson, pull up good as he dribbled in on Kellogg, hits it from 18 straight away.
These guys just keep making shots, and it always just amazes me at the good level of guard play in the Sooner Athletic Conference.
Lob from Davis, tipped out of bounds, luckily by Sam Stewart. Otherwise, that pass was not going to hit its intended target, Sylvester Spicer, down low.
Yeah, that pass was thrown away, and fortunately for the Hillcats, they went up and tried to intercept it. There was no reason to intercept. That ball was going out of bounds.
16:42 to play. 49-42, Cats down 7. Sullivan sends it in, right wing to Davis. Up top to Kellogg. Kellogg against this zone, back to Davis. Davis moves left, one dribble, Kellogg. Ball fake, now passes near corner. Taylor, three-pointer out of the corner, and he banks another one.
That's the guy they need. And Deverick Taylor's capable of putting a team on his back and carrying them. We've seen him go for 4 and 5 3-pointers in a half, and he's getting his team right back in it.
Cats within 4, 49-45. Between the rings, it's Clark, marked by Lance Sullivan. He'll dribble to the free throw line, pass it back to Jade Carter. Sullivan has just come back into the game for the Hillcats. Between the rings, driving left, Carter carried it. Or did he push off? I think he's going to get called for a push-off here with that off arm.
That was actually a moving screen on Sam Stewart. He was up there, and that's why Spicer tripped over himself. Sam Stewart stepped out with the illegal screen, and Hillcats get the ball back. And I tell you, it's a lot of minutes to go, 16:07. But this is a big score right here to get you within 1 possession.
49-45, foul whistled against St. Gregory's there. It's on Sam Stewart. So Vorwald out of Norman back in. 6'6" freshman forward. Spicer catches left block from Deverick Taylor, turns left, hits the jump shot. It'll count as he's fouled in low, and a chance to close the gap to within 1. A single tally free throw away from closing it to 1 at the free throw line for Big Spice.
Well, I said it's a big bucket. Now what you really like to see is for him to hit this free throw, come up and pressure, turn that Hillcat defense up, turn them over, get another easy basket, and go on one of those runs.
Spicer had 12 at the half, add 3 here with the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he has 15 to lead his club within 1 now of St. Gregory's with 15:48 to play in the second half. Foul was on Faison Ritchie, his second, team's 4th. Here is Johnson accepting it across the timeline, the Cavaliers. Chris Francis has checked in, the junior from Veneta. He defends, nearly stole it from Johnson, dribbles back up top on the curl and passes to Vorwald. Pass goes from Clark to Ritchie, leans in right side on the dribble drive, and he floats it up and in off the window.
How about having the ability to get up in the air and then switch directions while you're up there?
Sullivan, 3, bucket from the left wing.
When you get Deverick Taylor and Lance Sullivan and Matt Kellogg shooting the 3, then all of a sudden things change.
And it's tied at 51 as Sullivan defends all the way up near the timeline with Clark pounding it hard on the dribble. I think Sullivan will pick up the foul. That's going to be his 3rd. Bodied up a little too closely there with John Clark. Those two identical statures. Ball played in with that foul. First team against Rogers State in the second half. Here's Johnson throwing it backdoor. Kellogg nearly stole it and then ran up the rows of seats out of bounds past the baseline.
Well, have you just noticed the whole enthusiasm is picked up? All because you make one shot, get a steal, turn that into offense. Now everybody's rotating, scrapping, getting fingers on balls, and you got your tie game.
And Theo Davis in for Sylvester Spicer. The 6'10 center returns after a short breather on the bench for Lloyd Williams. Nearly 5 minutes gone, second half. Rogers State has come back to tie it at 51 here now with St. Greg's in possession. Faison Ritchie, the wing, throws it away, baseline right. Tried to hit Vorwald in the post, but it's going to be Rogers State basketball the chance to take the lead. Trailed this game at halftime, 44-37. So the Cats have cut the 7-point lead and stripped it away. Sullivan across the timeline, works it to Francis, top of the key. Now to Taylor, point left. To Francis, far corner. Kellogg's open for 3, but he stepped out of bounds. He hit the shot, but he stepped out, setting up to shoot it. Just the luck.
I know. I always get tickled when guys step out of bounds. I always think, how do you not know where you are on the floor? I mean, there's lines there, and you know how far the three-point line is from out-of-bounds line, and it happens every game. Somebody just steps out of bounds, act like they didn't even know they were there.
Even at 51 now, down to 14:35 to play in the game. Ryan Flory has come in for St. Greg's, 6-foot sophomore out of Spencer, Oklahoma. He dribbles with it inside the right wing three-point line. Back to Ritchie, 20 to shoot, moving left, three-point shot, short right, tipped up in the air. Rebound floats out of bounds off of Rogers State, or St. Greg's. It's off of Cavalier last. It'll be RSU ball.
Theo Davis, as long as he is, was able to go over the back of Sam Stewart there. Or, no, not Stewart, but Brock Vorwald, and was able to keep that ball alive for his teammates. 51 all. Hillcats capable of going on a run. Starts this possession.
Sullivan, Francis, Kellogg, Taylor, and Davis out there. Taylor works it right wing to Kellogg. Kellogg looks to splash it inside. Instead comes up top to Francis. He's between the circles now with the yo-yo and moves right. Replaces Francis, or rather Kellogg at the wing, and passes to Kellogg. Top of the key, Taylor. Three-point shot, money, his third of the second half.
Boy, that's a guy you just love to have in your team. I mean, he didn't get a shot the first half. He had shots. He was 1 for 6, but they weren't his three-point type shots. Second half, when his team needs him, he's risen to the occasion.
He has 11 now in the game, and the Cats have overcome a 7-point halftime deficit to lead by 3. Clark beats Sullivan on the dribble. Through the lane now. Back left wing, Ritchie. Far corner. Pass into the corner for 3. And the shot spins in and out. Missed by Flory. Rebound tipped, and Francis will secure it and run out. Here's Francis. The front court to Taylor in rhythm. Three-pointer. Top of the key. Missed left side. Rebound Sullivan. Right-handed layup on the follow up and through.
Good job by Lance Sullivan to read where that rebound goes to and jump right to good anticipation. Gets easy layup.
56-51. RSU leads by 5. 13-10 to play in the second half. Down the lane, moving left, Clark is fouled. Reaching, I think, on Lance, and that's his 4th. If it's on Lance Sullivan, that's his 4th.
And Lance is amazed. He's standing with his mouth hanging wide open. I mean, all he did was just reach in and try to poke the ball away. I guess they thought he grabbed his arm.
Media timeout, 13:06 to play in the ballgame here at the Claremore Expo Center. Rogers State leads it over St. Gregory's 56-51 as we go to the break. 5-point lead for Rogers State now after trailing by 7 at half.